What's up, shooters? My name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to SB Reviews, where today we're checking out some more music from an artist named Quadroon. I have checked out some of his music in the past, and it has blown my mind to the point where I haven't really been sure what to make of it. Like, I've known it's phenomenal, but, you know, I've needed time afterwards to really absorb it all. And today we're going to be checking out his release. We're going to switch over to it in a moment. It's called Spectrum / Old EAD. So it's a two-parter. We'll go over here for Spectrum Old EAD. We'll start with Spectrum, and we are going to hear what we think. I'm very excited for this. Oh, that's a gorgeous extended harmony. Yeah, I remember Quadroon's style now. He's very precise. It's like a knife. It's like a surgeon with a scalpel. It's another level.
If it wasn't for you, then it must be me. If it wasn't for truth, must be trust. If it wasn't for you, I never have enough. If it wasn't for truth, I'd never be free. I'd never be free. So I better speak. I'll forever hold on.
I do like the style here at the moment. We've got like sort of this main bomb. I can't. My voice is. I've got a bit. Yeah, I've got some stuff in my throat. I also can't sing, but that kind of two. There's like two notes, bomb, and then you've built those sort of seventh and maybe some ninths on top of that. It's very melancholic. It's sort of contemplative. It's like, you know, is it for me or is it for you? You've got to make this decision yourself. Do you really know what you're getting yourself involved with?
That I miss you. Never had a problem with this issue, but now I got a pillow for a tissue. Never should have walked away. Never would have thought that I miss you. You was
I'm assuming this is a love song, right? About a woman or like a partner that he's had that he's no longer around.
Misused. So now it's my faults. No beat in the heart, no round of applause, no reason to stop. It's up in my thoughts, I pick them apart, no process will stop if it ever began. I'm writing to you and writing for me. If it wasn't for you, I'd never be free. Cause what you did to hit if it wasn't for you.
And back to that hook. That bass line is ominous. It's very unnerving. But it's slowly warming on me at the same time. It surrounds you in the stereo field. It's very, very clever stuff. It sucks you into its atmosphere, and those kind of very kind of reverb delay, kind of very eerie kind of melodic parts as well, and those sort of harmonies. It's very lush, and it contrasts well with the clarity of his main verse parts and the way it's been recorded. I love those overdubs, how occasional they are. It's good that he's taking his moments with those.
If it wasn't for you, then it must be me. If it wasn't for truth, must be trust. If it wasn't for you, I never have enough. If it wasn't for truth, I'd never be free.
If it wasn't for truth, I wouldn't be free. Damn, man.
I'd never be free, so I better speak. Forever hold on. Just let it be.
Word.
Just let it be.
Oh, is that it?
Just let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be.
Just let it be.
Yeah. Just let it be.
Those drums are phenomenal, by the way. I dig the sort of alternative, kind of glitchy kind of tone of them. It matches the uncertainty here, trying to make that decision on whether to speak or not. That is an excellent line. If like something like, if it wasn't for the truth, I wouldn't be free, or something like that. That's an excellent line, because a lot of people live a lie and they never truly know. Oh. You You know, I do maintain, though, that it's a lot deeper than what I'm probably talking about. Like, using my pillow as a tissue, maybe it's that the person he was with, like, he'd kind of lived a lie until that point, and then he realized, oh, I actually know the kind of person you are, so therefore now I'm free of the kind of the false reality I was in. I don't know. Quadroon's very deep. I always feel like there is something I'm missing with Quadroon's music. And now I've got ODAD. I'm loving that kind of that kind of electric keyboard there. It's gorgeous. I hesitate to say it. Hammond is coming to my head, but I doubt it's a Hammond one.
Oh, honey bunches of oats. Oats.
What are we listening to right now?
Quotes. Funny what you see when you broke. Soldier since I came at it too. Raised in the booth, my mind like a coup. I was born to write the truth, yeah. I was born to write the truth, yeah. Recording my own rules, exploring the lost tools. Hold myself no more important than Jordan shoes. Flipping through my pages, sorta sorting through swords. When my hand to the mic, I hang the beat with the chord. Yeah.
Hang the beat with the chord. Damn, the way Quadroon's, like, the way he communicates. It's just lines like that. It's just wordplay like that. I do hear it occasionally, but he's pretty high up there, you know? He's got some very clever lyrics.
Like the water on the pier when your head rises. I got you looking like a deer caught in some headlights. Like the 5-pole right beside while you was drinking the beer at the red lights. I like red smoking spliffs while I pedal my bike. I won't settle for cents. I need to get it tonight. So I begun to grind like your teeth when you high off MDMA, watching MGMT, dancing your B-O-O-T-Y. All goddamn night, Well, get on my side, we gon' do it tonight. We gonna get it alright. We gonna get so motherfucking high that we can see the sky like, oh, honey bunches of oats. Oh, where the money just a joke.
Is that ain't money just...
Quotes. Funny what you see when you broke. Soldier since I came at it too. Raised in the booth, my mind like a coup. I was born to write the truth, yeah. I was born to write the truth, yeah. Now we gotta put it down, now we gotta kick it up and notch my notch like now.
Good. The star of this album, or this EP should I say, single. Sorry. Single. This is a Spectrum Old EAD single. Sorry, I apologize if I've misunderstood that. I've just realized it just said single up the top. I'm glad I said release in the intro. On this intro, in the single. I'm assuming that Old EAD is like a second parter to Spectrum in that respect. Well, I mean, look, the title, it says Spectrum / Old EAD. Is it, is that like before and after the party or vice versa? Where you're discussing stuff and you're full of energy and vibing with people and such like that. And then at the party, like, then outside of the party, you're alone and you're kind of reminiscing about how far you've come and sort of being like, thinking about all the people you've had in your life and that you miss them. But like without them, you wouldn't have known things. Is that kind of what we're getting at here?
I ain't gonna give it up. Fresh at the kitchen, the recent additions, being like the moment ain't a second to check the revision.
Right. I just want to also like clarify, this guy is friggin' insane with his technique. That flow is like those 16th notes. Like that to be able to hear everything he's saying very nice and clearly, the way he's pronounced, he just, it's just so incredible how he verbalizes. It's so incredibly polished. He's on another level, like well and truly. I'm blown away every time, and I love the fact that he has sort of put enough thought of it into to know that he needs to have variation in the first and second verses. The way he delivered his first verse in this is completely different. He really took his time to match the slow dance of that original intro. And then in the second hook, it goes the same speed. But, you guys know this. It's just these little things that make a song really special.
So you better give it to the limit. I push it every time that I'm blowing out loud. I plant seeds in the ears of the youth, growing like plants in the ground, running around like kids on the playground. Now plenty play PayPal. Life changed, but the true way is still down. I keep my lyrics equipped, so I can deal with them any minute. If you're feeling this shit, raise one hand in the crowd.
I'm feeling it.
Honey bunches of votes.
So you've got that similar kind of vibe in terms of the harmonies with the extended chords and such. There's this similar instrumentation between these as sort of to connect the two, but there's a lot more kind of sass and sort of charisma in this one. The spectrum was very different. It was a bit darker, a bit more menacing, a little more sort of self-facing. It's really cool to hear the contrast. Money is a joke.
Funny what you see when you broke. So just since I came at it too, raising my mind like a coupe. I was born to write the truth. I was born to write the truth. Okay.
Damn, that was crazy. That was crazy. That right there was Quadroon's single, Spectrum/LDAD, his latest release, and I'm fucking emphatic. I am blown away by this man's talent, this producer's talent. I don't know if he's doing everything himself or if he's got the team. It doesn't matter. Everyone involved in this, whether it's a one man or like a group project, in terms of like, it's just on another level. If modern hip hop, if more of it was like this, I actually think it's good to have. Oh, how do I say this? I was about to say if more modern hip hop was like this, wouldn't it be fantastic? But I think that having variation between different artists is really important. And just because I like Quadroon stuff doesn't mean that everyone likes Quadroon stuff. But I legitimately do not understand why people would dislike the way that Quadroon does what he is doing right now. Spectrum, LDAD, the juxtaposition between the two, from like kind of like the being at home, feeling sort of alone and kind of miserable and sort of looking into yourself and soul searching, versus the LDAD, which is all about that kind of swagger that I write the truth, like I'm hanging these like lyrics with like a noose, hang these bars with my lyrics. It's that kind of stuff. It's like he's really made it in LDAD. He's really friggin' made it. He is a successful rapper, and he's got money, and he's just looking back and thinking, man, it was really crazy what you see when you're broke. And it's like, well, I'm not like that anymore. But he's kind of like going back on that, looking at the work. He was raised in the booth. You guys heard this. You guys heard this stuff. You know what I mean? You heard all this. It's just, I've listened to a lot of hip hop and rap and all this kind of sort of like soulful R&B stuff over the last 7 months I've been reviewing tracks. And Quadroon is consistently putting out such incredible material that I think he's going to, like, if he's not already doing incredibly well, he's going to be big. He's going to be big. And if he's doing this all himself, he doesn't need anyone else's help. He doesn't. He's his own best agent. I wish him the best of luck in future. Spectrum, LDAD. If he puts out another release that's on par with his previous material and is, or maybe even, I don't know how he could improve this, because the production itself, the music production, is so interesting while remaining consistent enough for him to base his lyrical journey off of. Because especially in LDAD, the music stayed the same for the most part. And he just changed everything so much with his vocals and the little overdubs and the little kind of samples and all that. It's just clever stuff. I always enjoy listening to this artist. But thank you very much for watching this review of Quadroon Spectrum/LDAD. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do check out our Quadroon's material on his on his Spotify and various social medias. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local artists and musicians at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. I'll catch you next review. Spider hands out.